Have you had that one family member? That one family member that believes he could fix anything? That when he starts in a project, he's only able to take everything out and not put it back in again? Well, that's me. Before I joined GEM Southwest. Once I joined GEM Southwest, I knew I was a changed man since that day. Nah, I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing with you. Nah, but speaking truthfully, this is my first project. When it comes to anything that has to do with computers, I want to thank everyone that helped me. Thank you, Jew, for being able to sell me the part. Big man. Thank you, Marcus, for helping me every step in the way, helping me with downloading, with getting me everything ready to start my mini project. This is the first time I'm ever doing it, and it's awesome. It's awesome. It's the first time I've ever done something like this. So yeah, let's go with the video. To start off with, I pull up the example one next to me just to be able to make sure I'm doing it right, make sure all the little pieces I take off go where they're supposed to, and see what I'm supposed to take off exactly, because this is my first project. I don't want to take out nothing that the other one already has. So I start taking the little balls, I start putting them in place like Marcus had told me in front of me, so that I don't lose track of where I left them. I had initially put them in a Ziploc bag, and it was hell, because I had to figure out where everything went, and I was just scared. I was scared of messing everything up. So I started taking everything out, but then I noticed my fan, it was kind of falling apart, and it was because I had taken off the screws to the fan. So I had to put them right back on. And right after that, I just started taking everything off, everything around, making sure that all the cables were good, making sure that I'm doing it correctly, and using the right tools. I bought this toolkit at Walmart. It was worth it, like $10. It was fine. The other toolkit I had broke down really easily, so this one was like 10 times better. Right here, I start getting a little nervous because I can't find no more bolts to take out. I'm trying to figure out what else I could take off, because I just didn't know. So I pull up the example one in front of me, making sure that I find everything that I need to take off. And, I find one and I'm like, all right, let me take this one off. And when I take it off, I kind of start thinking again, which other one should I take off? What should I be careful with? How do I take this off? So I was kind of struggling at first to remove the fan. I was scared that if I were to pull the cables a little too hard, they were going to break. But I just found enough strength to be able to take them off afterwards. Of course, since it was the first time that I was doing this, I had to go with the old best friend YouTube. I had to get a little bit more advice on to make sure that I'm doing it right, not trying to break anything, not trying to mess up nothing, because I wanted it to come out successfully. So I was able to remove the first fan safely. I was able to remove everything, move the cable correctly, and to remove the other fan. After that, I kept watching YouTube just to make sure what he did was the thing I was doing as well, making sure every single little piece I would take off came out correctly. And right after that, I just watched a little more YouTube videos on how to remove it, and I was finally able to remove the motherboard. After that, I was just taking off the vent covers and adding it to the new one. And the last step was just to remove the screen. I fast forwarded just a little bit because it took me like 20-30 minutes to just remove the screen. But in the same process, it doesn't show, the camera was a little too lifted, but I was able to add it onto the new one, and I just start arming everything together. I start putting everything back. I guess the most nerve-wracking part was just adding the cables back onto the little chip. And as you can see, I start getting really sweaty, my hands start shaking because I was really nervous that I was gonna break the cables and break the entrance to the cable. So I get a drink of water and I just start breathing because I just didn't want to mess up. I was about to reach the end, and this is what I was worried about. So I ball up my fist to be able to release a little bit of stress, and just removing the stress, removing the worries that I'm gonna break it. So very slowly, I start trying to put one by one in. And after a very long time of trying to just be delicate on the cables, I was finally able to do it. Yeah, it was the best feeling I ever had, knowing that I was finally able to connect the cables correctly. And one final review, putting everything together, making sure that I put everything right, putting the last fan on. And this is the reaction I have right afterwards. I hope you enjoy.
Oh, let's go. Oh my god.
Yeah, so that was the end of the video. Just a little clip. This is me actually editing it right now. But thank you for everyone that helped me, especially for Marcus. Thank you for texting me, for answering me, for helping me, for just being there in general. Thank you, Ju, for selling me the part once again. And yeah, thank you for everyone that helped as well for this mini project that I had, and it was worth it. It was worth it at the end of the day, and I'll do it again. So thank you guys, and have a good night.